won't get into that because get Shannon to do just that if we would. So please welcome Shannon James.
Well, thanks, Bruce. It's great to be here today. Renewable bursaries for Aboriginal students at the Faculty of Business Administration and the Department of Economics and Computer Science. We're very pleased to announce that beginning this fall there will be 18 renewable bursaries available to students.
Thank you, Bruce. And welcome everyone from the university community and our friends from outside the university community. First, I want to acknowledge that the university is located on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories. That's an important part of our history and an important part of our future. And it is especially fitting today in light of this announcement. I want to take a moment to personally thank CIBC, Shannon, you and your team, for this generous donation. And I'm going to go off my notes. I want to tell you that I grew up in Labrador, a small mining community. There were 6 of us children, first generation to attend university. And the only way that I was able to attend university was because of generosity of people who put scholarships in place for me. And I went to Mount Allison University at high school on an entrance scholarship. And I continued through my university career with that support. So you are changing lives. You are supporting students that otherwise may not have had the opportunity or chance. And what's really important, you are supporting our future of this country, our young Aboriginal leaders that are coming into our university. And I hope that you take that to heart, that we are really, really thrilled the impact that you're going to make on the future of this province and this country by this generous donation. Let's give them a big hand. Together, because so many of us have to walk in 2 worlds, and we need to know those 2 worlds, whether we're Aboriginal or not. We've had many initiatives to indigenize the university. 2 years ago now, we expanded this center here. We put an Honoring Our Future entrance bursary for every one of our 74 First Nations community. We hired an executive lead in indigenization. We have a phenomenal group of people, our Indigenous Advisory Circle, which advises me and...
Good morning. Thank you for having me today. I'm here to tell you a bit about my personal story, the struggles as a student and as a First Nations woman, and the support I've received that's helped me become the knowledge seeker that I am today. I will be the first in my immediate family to graduate with a university degree. My father has his grade 10, and my mother got her GED when she was pregnant with my brother. Growing up, we never talked about going to university. It was about finishing high school and finding a good job. And it wasn't until my first real job out of high school that I realized this wasn't for me. And the scary thought of university crossed my mind. University was a place for smart people that went, and I figured that it was out of my league. As a First Nations woman, I find there are many obstacles that can hinder our growth, many of which I've experienced firsthand. I struggled with identity loss, not knowing my culture, and trying to find my place and worth in this world. And then the added stress of having no education other than a high school diploma. After a good few years of working, I decided it was time to face my fears. My first year in university was extremely intimidating. I wasn't sure if I fit in, but that didn't last long. Within a few months or so, I was getting help from all areas of the university, attending study sessions, writing seminars, scholarship seminars, and they really helped me develop my skills and confidence as a student. My first scholarship seminar was very overwhelming. You get that feeling of discouragement. But everyone would tell me, don't feel discouraged if you don't get one right away, just try again. So I kept trying. I was so ecstatic when I received my first bursary. It gave me a huge boost in confidence. Having to transition from a full-time job to a full-time student allowance was harder than I thought. Not to mention, I had a 16-month-old son in daycare for the first time, and my husband was a full-time student as well. I've always been a determined person, but those first few couple of years were testing my limits as a student, a new mom, and a wife. That first scholarship made me realize my own potential. Scholarships were my savior in university, and they still are. I'm convocating next spring with a Bachelor in Business Administration, something I'm extremely proud of. I've always tried to prove myself as a woman, a mother, an Indigenous person, and on top of that, a business professional. These are struggles I face daily, but having support from donors and the university makes it a lot easier to handle. There's more than just the benefit of financial aid from scholarships and bursaries. It's also the feeling that you get when that you're not alone, and that people do understand and they're rooting for you because they've been there before. I've been able to raise 2 beautiful children while attending university here, something not everyone can say they've done or would want to do, for that matter. I've even brought my kids to school on the rare occasion. School is challenging, life gets in the way. I would not have the confidence in myself and the motivation to continue without the support from my community. And without scholarships, I would not be where I am today. Thank you.
Jennifer is working with our office this summer, and I'd be pleased to provide a reference, but I think she just did. So thank you to CIBC for the great investment in our university and our students. We value your support. We'd like you to know that the investment is going to be well served. It will provide an opportunity to shape those leaders in the future. And this concludes our announcement. And there is an opportunity, Kevin. Kevin Boland, the Director of Student Employment and Engagement, is going to offer a tour opportunity for those that want to tour the Aboriginal Student Center and or the Career Center. So you can meet Kevin over here, and he'll take you through the process. On behalf of the University of Regina, thank you very much for attending.